Good evening. This is the Dean of all things spicy with Conjured Vaporz peppers, and I'm here to do a pepper review. So this is a chocolate Butlah. Came from the garden this year. It's a strain that I have been working on myself. Don't get me wrong, the chocolate Butlah is not my pepper, but working on this phenotype is what I've been doing. So the chocolate Butlah, I think, was a very undervalued pepper when it first came out. At one time, I believe it was probably the hottest pepper in the world, but the problem was the chocolate primotale came out right about the same time, and it overshadowed the chocolate Butlah. If you've never had a chocolate Butlah, you need to try it. So let's use the handy dandy knife and break inside and see what she looks like. How's everybody doing today? Still in the hotel, so it is what it is, right? Anyway, that's what she looks like on the inside. Quite a bit of placenta. So I remember the first year I ever ate a chocolate Butlah, it made me puke. What do you do? Anyway, the smell kind of has a slightly plum scent. Of course, with the underlying chinense scent as well. Anyway, chocolate Butlah. Cheers. So the thing I like about the chocolate Butlah is it's one of the few peppers that have a slightly savory flavor to it. Of course, just like any other chocolate colored pod, it'll have the earthy tones, slight bit of floral, slight bit of bitterness. But this one actually has a slightly savory tone. And I can't tell you exactly where that comes from or what that pinpoint exactly what the flavor is, but it is savory. Not like eating meat, but still savory. The interesting thing about this phenotype of the chocolate Butlah, so when the chocolate Butlah first came out, it was released in a very early filial generation, and it went all over the world very quickly. And certain people started to grow out their own phenotypes. So there became about 6 or 7 super well-known chocolate Butlahs. But then other people got the seeds and they just grew out whatever grew out in their plant, and they never selectively saved. So the chocolate Butlah ended up having thousands of phenotypes around the world. Problem with that is sometimes the heat level gets messed up there too. So that's one of the reasons I've been working on this phenotype, is to keep the high heat level, but also to work back in those flavors. The thing I like about this particular strain of the chocolate Butlah is at the very end of the chew, after the earthy, after the floral, after the bitterness, a slight fruitiness starts to come in on the back end. And that's rare for a chocolate pod. Anyway, so the burn is mostly on the tip of my tongue, slight bit underneath my tongue, and just a very, very, very slight hint right at the ridge of the back of my throat right here. The heat level probably about 1.55 million Scoville heat units. Maybe 1.6. It's not done climbing yet. Anyway, I hope you all had a productive day if you happen to work. Mine was interesting to say the least. My nose is starting to run now. Tears are forming, but nothing's going to fall. Most likely. Anyway, so that's about it. It's starting to come back down now. Great, great, great fruity flavor on the back end right now. The whole aftertaste, everything I'm tasting right now is fruity, and I love it. Anyway, that's about it for this one. So this is the Dean of all things spicy with Conjured Vaporz Peppers. I hope you all have a beautiful night. I'm out.